Coach, thank you so much for your time today. Let me start by asking you, there will be only 3 training sessions before the game on Friday. Mm-hmm. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Do you think that will be enough to prepare your team against Libya?
Do we have a choice? We don't have a choice. But I think it will maximize it. We'll do whatever we can. The good thing is the boys are ready. They've been playing competitive football. And as we speak, only a few of them have arrived. So we will navigate around it. Shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, the contingent we saw the last time, slightly different from what we have now. A few players, changing. What informed that decision?
I've always told people who cares to listen. Our Nigerian national team belongs to every Nigerian in the world who can play football, and then we cannot shut the door on anybody. We're trying to look for the best. Another thing, the boys, they understand that. I've always said and maintained that everybody have a chance to serve his fatherland or motherland. It's not a right, it's always an opportunity. So we have to try to do what? Seize that opportunity and make the best out of it. Yes, the boys understand. I spoke with a couple of them, and because of not too much time between games, so they have to understand that if you're called upon this period, you are lucky. If you're not called the next time, it's not that you're not good enough, but we're trying to get the best. So the understanding between us, the NFF and the players are very cordial, so they understand that.
Okay, have you made any change to the initial list you sent out weeks ago? Because there have been lots of divergent and diverse lists online.
Is it promise? It's quite unfortunate because we hear a lot of things, stories in social media which is not correct 100%. I don't think I've ever discussed this list with anyone, and we kept it in-house until we came up with the final 23, which is not so easy. And then I saw on some platform about Eguavoen and clear the air on why some player have to come in. I didn't speak with nobody, but people just, you guys are also experienced. You use the idea to find words, but provisional list was submitted, yes, and final list was also submitted a few days ago because we had to wait for some information from left and right, and then that's been it. But you are the first person I'm discussing this with. Not even the president of Nigerian Football Federation, not even the general secretary, nobody. So you're the first person I'm discussing this with. So let people just try to see how they can support me and the team, because it's for Nigeria, it's not for me alone. We don't want distractions. Whoever is in position right now to do the job, just supporting players or coaches. It doesn't really matter, because all of us are trying to achieve the same goal, one goal. So distractions, I don't think is the best thing right now. People throw up some things, and then people, in different platforms, take it up and it becomes a debate. It's not necessary. It's not healthy.
All right. They say a man who's down fears no fall. The Libyans are down the pecking order as far as the African qualifying group is concerned. Mm-hmm. They have a new coach. How difficult it is? From your experience, playing against a team that is down and looking for how to rise.
Yes, they are down right now. Doesn't mean that they can't rise, because they have a couple of games to play. But they are aware, we are aware, our position and their position, and they will come here and fight. But we will also try. Forget about the past games. Now we're looking ahead to Libya's game. Not even in away game. Our focus right now is the game in front of us, and the boys are ready. And we're going to give Libya a tough fight. We will fight for for those 3 points. Every second counts, and we know what it means to get the job done and over with as quickly as possible. It's going to be tough, but I think at the end of the day, with the boys that we have in the spirit, and nobody's injured right now, they will deliver.
Victor Osimhen is not here. What impact does that have on your team?
Huge one. But again, it's a collective effort. It's a team sport. It's not individual sport. We're in touch, and we can understand him. He can understand us. It's a huge miss. We all know that how important and impactful Osimhen can be. But we have other players who can step into his shoes. He's here, not here physically, but I'm 100% sure he's here spiritually with us.
All right. Finally, on a lighter note, there were some stories that you have a big battle to settle between Eguavoen and Ilichuku. How much of a fight have you settled?
There is no fight. I mean, there is no fight at all. I mean, Ilichuku came in yesterday after the game against Rangers, and then Gumo Dede came in this morning, and they hugged themselves. So I don't want to go into that. There is no fight. I mean, it's normal. It's normal. When teams go against the other, in the field of play, tensions rises, and then things like that are expected. That's by the way now, but we're here to do a job for Nigeria. There's no fight.
Coaches that allow them to express themselves, and so far so good. When we look at anytime you coach the Super Eagles, you go with formations that help your players to express themselves, to play the way that works best for them. Like, just walk me through this your approach to coaching and how you think it helps the players express themselves more on the top.
There's nothing as good, as you give people confidence to express themselves. Not only in the football field, like my children now, my family. I give them responsibility, and I don't monitor. Sometimes, yes, you do monitor, but a lot of freedom, but they are responsible for their actions. So these are things I preach to the players every now and then, not just today. It's been part of my philosophy. And the good thing is we understand one another. I'm going to give you freedom to operate, but you have a responsibility. So I think by doing that, they have a lot of confidence to do whatever they want to do. I'm a coach who likes players who can play more than one position. If you can play more than one position, you're game with me. I don't want rigid players. I want players who can express themselves. I have that freedom, but we have a job to do. We have a formation which we want to have balance at every given time. So when you have that balance, wherever you find yourself in the field of play, do the job. But you must know what you have to do when you're in that position. You can imagine people like Chikwueze comes to defense to help. He gets the ball. What does he do? Not dribble. We know how good he is when he has to dribble, but you should know where to dribble. You should know where not to dribble. So if he comes in there, he has to do his defensive duty. It's a responsibility, but he knows what to do. So these are things we go through with them every now and then. So confidence we give to the players, but they are responsible for their actions.